Inventory carrying cost. We have discussed about ordering cost. Now let's discuss about the carrying cost. There are two important costs which we have to take care whenever we have to talk about the inventory. First one was ordering cost. We have discussed a lot about it. Now let's discuss about the carrying cost. Carrying means you have ordered the raw material, or in case of manufacturing concern, and if it is the case of trading concern, you have ordered the finished goods. Now after giving an order, you have to receive the goods. It may be raw material in case of manufacturing concern, and it may be finished goods in case of trading concern. Now, when you are carrying goods, it includes some cost. If we combine all these costs, we can say it is carrying cost. So the cost which are the component of inventory carrying cost are capital cost. Capital cost means the cost which you have to incur to purchase the raw material, or you can say this is the cost of financing. For example, if we are ordering 1 lakh unit of raw material, and suppose the cost of per unit is rupees 10, it means 10 lakh rupees you have to keep in the form of stock, and you have to keep it for a longer period. So the amount which is stuck in the form of raw material or finished goods, it is called capital cost or cost of financing. Next is obsolescence cost. Obsolescence means sometime when you purchase the raw material or finished goods, then after a certain time it becomes obsolete. So because of which we have to face a reduction in value of the raw material. So this cost is considered as obsolescence cost. Warehousing cost means the raw material which we have ordered, we have to keep safe in a place. And if we want to keep safe this raw material or the finished goods, then most of the time we don't have sufficient place in our shop or in our place. Then we have to take a place on rental basis, and sometimes we have to take the facility of warehousing from third party. So if we have warehouse in our place, then again it consumes some cost. If we don't have the warehouse in our house, then sometimes we have to take a premises and we have to pay rent for this premises. Sometimes we have to pay some insurance, sometimes we have to pay some labor cost as well, because whenever you are having a warehouse, then you have to keep one or two guard for security purpose, because if you are not having guard, then the stock which is maintained by you in warehouses may be theft by anyone. Next is taxes on inventory. The inventory which is made by you, which is kept by you, is also attract taxes. So this cost is also comes under the carrying cost. Sometimes you have to pay some insurance cost also. Insurance means, for example, you are having a total raw material or finished goods in your godam, and the cost of raw material or finished good is around 1 crore rupees, then there are a number of risks you have to be faced in a future. It may be theft, it may be loss by fire, it may be a case of any robbery. So, in any type of risk, there is a risk to lose all the raw material or finished good by your organization. So, to cover this type of risk, you have to purchase an insurance policy. So, the amount of premium which is paid by you is considered as insurance cost. It again becomes a part of inventory carrying cost. Now, third type of the cost is out of stock cost. It is the loss which occur or which may occur due to non-availability of material. It means sometime when we don't have sufficient stock in our shop or in our factory, then customer come to our shop or factory, and if we don't have sufficient good, then the customer will move to another organization, and in this case we will lose the customer. So it's not possible to quantify this cost. So this is a hidden cost, but it dent the organization very sharply. And if this type of risk faces by the organization again and again, then lot of customer you have to lose, and as a consequences your sales, your profit will go down. The stock of course include breakdown or delay in production, back ordering, lost sales, loss of services to customer, loss of goodwill, loss due to lagging behind the competitors, etc. So these are the different parts of out of stock cost. Now let's talk about some models. First of all, we are talking about economic order quantity. Economic order quantity or fixed order quantity system is the technique of ordering material whenever stock reaches the reorder point. Economic order quantity deals with the cost of procurement and handling of inventory are at optimum level and total cost is minimum. In this technique, the order quantity is larger than a single period's net requirement, so that ordering cost and holding cost balance out. So let's discuss about the EOQ. EOQ, as name itself says, it's economic order quantity. It means the quantity which is economical for giving an order. It means, for example, an organization is consuming 1,20,000 units in a year. It consumes 1,20,000 units in a year, and the work of the organization is to purchase and to sell. For example, this is trading concern. It consumes only 20,000 units in a year. Now, it has different option to purchase the whole quantity of the finished goods. It may purchase 1,20,000 in a single order. It may purchase 4 order of 30,000 units each. It may purchase 60,000 units after 6 months. It means in each 6 months it is purchasing 60,000 and 60,000 units. It means in year it is purchasing 2 times. Again, it has the option to purchase 10,000 units every month. So there are number of options organization has in front. Before the organization has to take a decision, which decision is better for the organization, and whenever the organization has to find out the economic order quantity, or you can say whenever organization has to decide that how much order he has to give to the customer, then he has to take the help of economic order quantity. This model tells you what should be the size of quantity and what should be the number of the order. So if you are up, for example, in last example, I discussed that an organization is consuming 1,20,000 units and it has different options. It may be purchased 60,000, 60,000. It may be purchased by giving 4 order of 30,000 units each, and it may be purchased by giving 12 order of 10,000 units each. So we suppose we are assuming that 30,000 units, if we are ordering, it is suggested by EOQ. It means if we are giving an order of 30,000 units 4 times, then total cost which we have to bear will be minimum, and total cost means cost of carrying plus cost of ordering. Whenever we are having an economic order quantity, it is the quantity where the total cost of the organization is optimum. It means it is minimum. So if it is economic order quantity, here total cost is minimum. If we are ordering more than this number, or if we are ordering less in this number, then the cost will increase every time. So this is the benefit of economic order quantity. I'm again repeating it that whenever we are getting a number of quantity by economic order quantity model, then it will be an amount of order which on where we have total cost at its minimum level, and total cost means the summation of ordering cost and summation of carrying cost. So this is a graph where you can see on one scale there is a cost, and on another scale there is an order quantity size. So this is ordering cost ds by q, this is carrying cost q by 2h, and this is total cost. Assumptions of EOQ. So whenever we have to apply an EOQ model, we have to make some assumptions. Number one, demand for the product is constant. Number two, lead time is constant. Number 3, price per unit is constant. Number 4, inventory carrying cost is based on average inventory. Number 5, ordering costs are constant per order. Number 6, all demand for the product will be satisfied and no back orders. So these were the assumptions whenever you have to apply economic order quantity. So this is a basic formula here, and total annual cost is equal to annual purchase cost plus annual holding cost plus annual ordering cost. So annual purchase cost plus annual holding cost comes under a one head, which is called carrying cost, and another cost is ordering cost. So we have to sum up ordering cost and carrying cost. Here we have a formula EOQ is equal to 2DS divided by H. Some books write 2AO upon C. In place of 2DS divided by H, some book write here 2AO upon C. Now, here D is equal to demand during the year, or you can say total material or total quantity consumed. S is equal to cost of ordering, cost of placing order, or you can say this is ordering cost. H is equal to annual holding and storage cost per unit of inventory. Now, there are some important terms which you have to keep in mind whenever you are studying inventory management. Number 1 is minimum level. It is the minimum stock to be maintained for smooth production. So I think it should be very much clear that it's a minimum stock. If an organization could not maintain this level, then there will be a hurdle in smooth production. So whenever you have to run an organization, you have to maintain a minimum level of inventory. This is a minimum level. Maximum level is the level of inventory beyond which a firm should not maintain the stock. That's a maximum level, because if you are having stock more than this level, then normally you don't have the capacity to store the goods. Sometimes you have to take new godown, or you can say additional godown on rental basis. Sometimes you have to take the help of third party for warehousing, and on the same time you have to keep your money, you have to stock your money in the form of stock. And if you are putting more amount in the form of the stock, if you are keeping more stock with your organization, then profitability of the organization will go down. Reorder level, the stock level at which an order should be placed. So this is a alarming signal. If an organization has minimum level of 5 lakh unit, if maximum level of 9 lakh rupees, and if reorder level is rupees 7 lakh, then it means normally reorder level is a level between minimum level and maximum level, because there is no need to reach on minimum level to reorder, but you have to reorder before touching the minimum level. Safety stock. Stock for usage at normal rate during the extension of lead time. So this is called safety stock. It means the stock usage at normal rate during the extension of lead time. Next is reserve stock. Excess usage requirement during normal lead time. And next one is the buffer stock. Buffer stock means normal lead time consumption. Now next is a classification of inventory control. So whenever we have to control the inventory, we have to classify it. There are different techniques of classification of inventory. Number one is ABC analysis. ABC stands for always better control. This technique divides inventory into three categories: A, B, and C, based on their annual consumption value. It is also known as selective inventory control. This method is a means of categorizing inventory item according to the potential amount to be controlled. ABC analysis has universal application for field requiring selective control. So this is the procedure for ABC analysis. In nutshell, if we again repeat it, then always better control ABC analysis is a technique of classification of inventory. In this classification, we divide all inventory in three categories: A, B, and C, according to annual consumption value. A is the category where organization is having maximum amount of cost. But if we count the number of the component, then you can say this type of raw material is only 10%. But if we are taking the cost component, it's very much higher. And another type of the category is the B. If we see the B category item, these type of the items are the items where use is more than A category. But if we see about the cost component, then the total cost involved in this category of item is lower in comparison to A. Again, third category is C category. C category means this type of material is around 60 to 70%. But if we talk about the cost component, then the cost involved in this type of material is very much low in comparison to A and B category. So we have to classify the inventory according to A, B, and C, because A category requires a care of different type, B requires different care of different type, and C require care of different type. Different type means whenever we have to maintain a raw material of A category, then it requires skilled labor And whenever we have to taken care of B category, we require semi-skilled labor, and whenever we have to taken care of C category, then it require unskilled labor. So there is no need to spend more money to have skilled labor for C category item. Whenever we have to reduce the cost, then we have to think that, because if we are having A category item only 10% and the total guard which is required for total stock is 10, then there is no need to have a very good quality of the card, because if we are having 70% item of C category and we are having 20% item of B category, it means around 8 guards or 8 labor which we require should not have a technical, or you can say skilled labor. This work may be done with the help of unskilled or semi-skilled labor. So we will keep only 2 labor for keeping A category stock, and we will have 2 to 3 labor for B category stock, and to maintain this type of the stock we require only semi-skilled labor. And for C category, if we don't have any skilled labor, then unskilled labor may be utilized for handling C category material. Now this is a procedure for ABC analysis. Number 1, make the list of all items of inventory. Suppose you have around 20 items in inventory. So first of all, make the all list of inventory. After that, determine the annual volume of usage and money value of each item. So next step is you have to find out, suppose there are 20 items, then you have to find out how much amount we are spending. Suppose it's item number 1 where we are spending rupees 50. Suppose item number 2 we are spending rupees 100. Item number 3 we are spending rupees 100. Item number 4 we are spending rupees 150. Item number 5 we are spending rupees 150. So there are different type of items, and we have to find out usage and money value of each item. Multiply each item's annual volume by its rupee value. It means, suppose item number 1, the cost of item is rupees 1 and consumption or unit required is 10,000. Then it means the total money involved in this item is 10,000 into 100. It will be rupees 10 lakh. And again item number 2, 150, and the unit required is 8,000. Item number 3, it's 150. It's suppose 200. Then it's 200 into 10,000. 200 into 5,000. It will be 10 lakh. So simply you have to take care of 2 things. Number 1, cost per unit, and second thing is usage, total usage. Then you have to multiply, and the value you will get in rupees. After that, compute each item's percentage of the total inventory in terms of annual usage in rupee. It means, now suppose you are having total item of rupees 1 crore, and item number 1 where you have consumed, you are spending rupees 10 lakh. Now you have to find out the percentage of this item. It is around 10% in terms of money. So again, you have to find out second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and all 20 items, and you have to find out how much percentage they have. After that, select top 10% of all items which have the highest rupee percentage and classify them as A item. Now you have to find out 10% item, top 10 item, top 10% item which are consuming maximum percentage of money invested by the organization. It means suppose the total money spent by you is around 1 crore rupees, then you have to find out that total 10% of items. Suppose total 10% of items is consuming around 70 lakh rupees, then you can find out that around 70% of total money is consumed by these 10% items. It means around 70% of money is spent in purchasing of only 10% item, and remaining 30% money is used by the organization to purchase remaining 90% of the item. Now, second thing, select the next 20% of all items with the next highest rupee percentage and designate them B item. So first category is top 10, second category is top 20, and third category is top 70. It means first of all, first 10%, after that remaining 20%, and after that remaining 70%. So A category means top 10, B category means remaining 20%, and C category means remaining 70%. 70% of item. Normally, if we see this classification, normally we find in this way that most of the organization consumes 70% items, 70% of its total money in purchasing of 10% item. Normally it's consuming 20% money in purchasing of 20% item, and around 10% money is used in purchasing of 70% items. So this is a ABC classification. Next classification is VAD. VAD means vital, essential, and desirable classification. VAD classification is based on the criticality of the inventories. So simply we have to classify the inventory according to its classification on the basis of vital, essential, and desirable. Now, what is the meaning of vital? Vital items, its shortage may cause havoc and stop the work in organization. They are stocked adequately to ensure smooth operation. So, nutshell, I think it's very much clear to all of you that if there is a shortage of these items, then operation of the organization cannot be continued smoothly. They will be stopped. So presence of these type of the items is very much required. Number two is essential items. Here reasonable risk can be taken. If not available, the plant does not stop, but the efficiency of operation is adversely affected due to expediting expenses. They should be sufficiently stocked to ensure regular flow of work. So these are essential, although if you don't have these essential items, then plant doesn't stop. So plant is working, but efficiency of the plant is adversely affected. And third one is desirable item. Its non-availability doesn't stop the work because they can be easily purchased from the market and as and when needed. They may be stocked very low or not reserved. So desirable means if non-available, then no problem because your production is working, production is continuing, and there is no need to stop the production. Your work will continue without any problem. And when you think it can be purchased from the market as and when needed, because it is easily available and the supply condition of these items are very good. These are desirable items. It is useful in capital intensive industry. Z analysis can be better used with ABC analysis in the following pattern: A items, B item, and C item, its category, and V items, E item, and D items. The constant control and regular follow-up for A item if it's vital element. If according to ABC it's B item and according to Z it's V, then moderate stock, and for C item it's high stock. Again, for E item, moderate stock, moderate stock, moderate stock. And if it's D item and it's A, B, C, it may be with any other category. There is no need to maintain more stock. If it's A item, no stock. If it's a B item, low stock, and C item, very low stock. And last one is the FSN analysis. F means fast moving, S means slow moving, and N means non moving. This classification is based on the pattern of issue from stores and it useful in controlling obsolescence. Date of receipt or last date of issue, whichever is later, is taken to determine the number of months which have lapsed since the last transaction. The items are usually grouped in period of 12 months. It helps to avoid investment in non-moving or slow item. It is also useful in facilitating timely control. For analysis, the issues of items in last 2 or 3 years are considered. If there are no issues of an item during the period, it is an item, then up to certain limit, say 10 to 15% issues in the period, the item is S item. The item exceeding such limit of number of issues during the period are F items. The period of consideration and the limiting number of issues vary from organization to origination. The period of consideration and limiting number of issues vary from organization to organization. So here, theory of inventory management complete. Now let's do some numerical problem of inventory management. So this is a numerical question which is given to you. The following information is available in respect of an item. Annual usage 20,000 unit, ordering cost 1875 per order, carrying cost rupees 3 per unit per year. Find out economic order quantity of item and also verify the result. So formula of EOQ is equal to EOQ is equal to 2AO divide by C. Two AO divide by C. Here 2AO. A means annual consumption. A means annual consumption. A is equal to 20,000 units. O is equal to ordering cost. So O is equal to 1875 per order. Next, C. C is the carrying cost. So C is equal to rupees 3 per unit per year. 3 per unit per year. Now, simply put the value of A, O and C and you have to make under root. Formula is 2AO upon C. Is square root of 2AO upon C. Now simply put the value. This is EOQ is equal to 2 into annual consumption. It's 20,000 into ordering cost 1875 divide by 3. square root of square root of. Then let's take the help of calculator. It is 20,000 into 2, 40,000 into 1875 divided by 3. What was the formula? 2a upon c. It's clear. If I am taking the help of calculator, it is 1, 2, 3. 5,000. E of q is equal to 5,000. E O Q is equal to 5,000 units. Find out economic order quantity of item. Now here in this question you have to find out economic order quantity first, and after them you have to verify the result. Verify the result means if EOQ is 5,000 unit, it means total cost should be minimum here. So let's check when EOQ is 5,000 units, then what will be total cost? Verification. So for verification, what we have to do? Simply we have to check total cost when order size is 5,000 unit, is 5,000 units. Then ordering cost. Ordering cost is equal to number of orders into ordering cost per order. Number of order into ordering cost per order. This is ordering cost. Now, ordering cost is equal to ordering cost is equal to number of order. Number of order will be 4 because it's given in the question that annual usage is 20,000 units, and if you are giving an order of 5,000 units, it means you have to make 4 orders of 5,000 units each so that you may purchase 20,000 units. So number of order is 4 into ordering cost per order. It's given 1875. 1875. It is 7,500. 7,500. Now, carrying cost. Carrying cost is equal to average stock into carrying cost per unit per year. Per unit, you can write in this way also, carrying cost per unit per year. Per unit per year. Now, carrying cost is equal to average cost. First of all, average stock. Now, average stock means because you are having order of 5,000 units, that means average stock means 2,500. It means you have to divide by 2. Here EOQ is 5,000, order size is 5,000. So average stock is equal to 5,000 by 2. It will be 2,500. Now multiply by carrying cost per unit. It will be 7,500. It's ordering cost and its carrying cost. And total cost is equal to carrying cost plus ordering cost is equal to 7,500 plus 7,500 is equal to 15,000. So this is total cost. An organization has to bear whenever he is giving an order of 5,000 units and total number of orders are 4. Now because you have to verify that it is having minimum cost, so let's try if order size is 10,000. If order size is 10,000 units, Let's copy it so that we may reduce some time. Ordering cost is equal to number of order. Ordering cost is number of order into ordering cost per order. Here, because you are giving an order of 10,000 units, so number of orders are 2 and ordering cost per order is 1875. It is 3750, and here you have to find out carrying cost. To find out carrying cost, we have a formula average stock into carrying cost per unit per year. So carrying cost is equal to average stock maintained by you. Here, because you are giving an order of 10,000 units, so you have to maintain stock of 5,000 units. And if you multiply by carrying cost per unit, it is 3. It will be 15,000 rupees. Now, total cost is equal to total cost is equal to ordering cost plus carrying cost. It is 15,000 plus 3750 is equal to 18750. So it is a verification that if you are following the order size which is suggested by EOQ method, then total cost was rupees 15,000. But if you are not following this order size and you are giving an order of rupees 10,000 units, then total cost is rupees 18750. So it's very much clear that if you are following the quantity which is suggested by EOQ method, then your total cost may be reduced up to a certain level. Now, let's do some another problems. In this question, the following information is available in respect of an item. Annual usage 30,000 units, ordering cost rupees 20 per order, carrying cost rupees 10 per unit per year. Find out economic order quantity. So let's take the help of last numerical so that we may reduce some time. Here we have a formula of EOQ is equal to 2AO upon C. Here A is equal to 30,000 units. O is equal to O is equal to ordering cost. It is rupees 20. C is equal to 10. So simply you have to apply this formula 30,000 into 20 into 10. 30,000 2 into 30,000 A O 20 divide by C 10. Make square root. Square root of. Let's take the help of calculator. It is 30,000 into 40 into 40 divided by 10 is equal to 1,20,000. Around 345 EOQ is equal to EOQ is equal to 345. Okay. Now, total number of orders in a year. So, if you have to purchase 345 units in a year, and total requirement of unit is 30,000, it means 30,000 should be divided by 345. It means if you are giving an order of 345 units, then number of of orders is equal to 30,000 divided by 345 is equal to 86.9, around 87 order you have to place in a year. It means you have to purchase 87 times. You have to give 87 order, and the time gap between two orders is, if order is number of orders are 87 and number of days in a year is 365. It means gap is equal to gap in two orders. It is 365 divided by 87 is equal to 4. It means gap between two order is 4 in days. Now next, the following information is available in respect of an item. ABC Motors purchases 9,000 units of spare parts for its annual requirement, ordering 1 month usage at a time. It means ABC Motor is purchasing 9,000 units of spare part for its annual requirement, ordering 1 month. It means an ABC Motor is purchasing 9,000 units for 1 month. It means total annual consumption will be 9,000 into 12. Each spare part costs rupees 20. The ordering cost per order is rupees 15 and the carrying charges are 15% of unit cost. So first of all, let's write down the information which is given in the question. A is equal to annual consumption. Annual consumption will be 9,000 into 12. It is 108,000. Now, ordering cost O is equal to, it's very much clear that O is equal to rupees 15. C, carrying cost C is equal to 15% of unit cost. Unit cost is 20. It means 15% 15% of 20 is equal to 3. Now you have asked to suggest a more economic purchasing policy for the company. What would you offer and how much would it save the company per year? Now, first of all, find out EOQ. So this is the formula of EOQ. I'm writing here. EOQ is square root of 2AO, 2 into A. A is equal to 108 triple zero A into ordering cost O divide by C 3. into 108 triple 0 into 15 divided by 3.
No.
10,80,000. So 10 lakh 80 square root of 12 lakh 80,000. 10 lakh 80,000. Like this. So it is around 1050 is equal to 1050. Now, if you have to find out total cost, then same formula you have to apply in this style. Let's take the help of last numerical so that we may reduce some time. When order size is 1050, 1050 unit, then ordering cost, then carrying cost, then total cost. Now let's find out. Ordering cost is equal to number of order. Here, economic order quantity is suggesting you 1050 units at a time. And if you are purchasing 108,000 units in a year, 108,000 units in a year, it means you had to make an order of 102.8 around 103 years. 103 orders you have to given. 102 order. Into ordering cost per order. Ordering cost is 15. It is 1530. 1530. Here, carrying cost. If you are giving an order of 1050 units, then average stock will be 5 to 5 into carrying cost per unit. Carrying cost is 3. So this is 1575. So total cost will be 3105. Now in this question, first of all, you had to suggest a more economic purchasing policy for the company. So here you have to suggest that because after applying EOQ model, its recommendation of EOQ that you have to purchase with order size of 1050 unit and total order we should given in a year around 102 and total cost which will be incurred will be 1575. So this is the more economic plan. Now second thing, what would you offer and how much would it save the company per year? It means if you are applying this EOQ model, then total cost is 3105, but if organization doesn't want to follow this policy, then what will be the cost? Then if we see the problem again, then we find that company is purchasing 9,000 units and it's giving an order 12 order in a year. So let's find out the cost when 9,000 unit is ordered. Here, if order size is 9,000, then ordering cost to is equal to number of order into number of order into ordering cost per order. Ordering cost per order is 15. So this is 180. And whenever we are talking about the carrying cost, it means we have to maintain average stock of 4,500 units and carrying cost is 3. It will be 13,500. So total cost will be 13,500 plus 180 is equal to 13,680. One three six eight zero. So when you are using EOQ model, total cost is 3105, and whenever you are purchasing by giving order of 9,000 units, then total cost is 13680. So total cost when order size is 9,000 units, then total cost and when order size is 1050, then total cost is 1530. Total cost is equal to 3105. So saving by adopting EOQ model is equal to 13680 minus 3105. Now let's take the help of calculator. That is 13680 minus 3105. So it is 10575. 1057 10575. So this is the saving if you are adopting this model. So I think everything should be clear to all of you. Now after completing this question, we have complete this chapter also. So I think after that there is